Yeah, I just got back out as soon as possible. I just tried not to think about it and just like assured myself. And I also read a few stories about people who had some cool, like James Clear, the guy who wrote Atomic Habits, who's sort of like a habits guru. When I was doing concussion research, I know he was in an accident where like a baseball hit him like right here, and it just like fractured his skull, and he was like out for 2 weeks and couldn't remember the name of his mom, and like that, and the fact that he's now a best-selling author gave me a lot of hope. I was like, I mean, not that that's like a super duper, but like, yeah, it just made me feel better. And then also, I called my uncle who's a doctor. I was like, hey, what do I do? And yeah, pretty much like in a way, it almost inspired me immediately after to be like a little extra careful and extra healthy. So start wearing a helmet. Also, like destigmatizing helmets, because like, I mean, like what I like to say is like you're on a bike like 4 or 5 times a day, probably like every day. You're probably going to get in like, just statistically, if you're lucky, like 3, 4 accidents at your time at Stanford. And out of those 3, 4, there's probably like a 15, 20% chance you hit your head. And it's just not worth it. But yeah, so just like being extra careful, extra healthy, getting back on my normal routine, and then eventually getting to a place where I sort of like could just go about my day as it was.